All right, welcome everybody. This is Symphony Tunes, and we're going to through a quick lecture, and it's not too basic, neither is intermediate. It's just from basic to intermediate. The topics on understanding circle of thought. For me, particularly, into the application. All right, not much of the theory. I'm not much of a theory person. All right, so but it's good you know the theory. All right, you can do the theory study on your own. All right, now looking at look at the diagram over there and some notes over there. We said understanding the circle of thoughts. The question is, what are circle of thoughts? This is simply a 4 note interval between 2 notes of reference. All right. Let's look at, for example, from your C to your F is 4 notes. All right, so you have, let me show my keyboard. All right, C, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this according to the major scale of that key, the first key you're on. For example, according to the major scale of C, to be 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, on according to the major scale of F, for example, now it will be 1, 2, 3, 4. B flat is the fourth of F. F is the fourth of C. Excuse me. C is the fourth of G. G is the fourth of D. And D is the fourth of A. A is the fourth of E. E. And E is the fourth of B. Sorry, my mouse. B. And B, of course, is the fourth. And sorry, excuse me. And where was I? B is the fourth of F sharp. And F sharp is the fourth of C sharp. And C sharp is the fourth of G sharp. Alright? And G sharp is the fourth of E flat. Alright, and E flat itself is the fourth of B flat, and B flat again is the fourth of F. Now these are, I'm not going to go into why it's like that. These are things you can go and research on your own. My own here is the application, not majorly the theory behind it. All right, if you want to go to the theory, you're just going to spend a lot of time. The reason why we are here is to learn the theory behind why we play what we play. All right, now you notice something that when you listen to advanced pianists, when we play, it sounds unique, it sounds different, it sounds awesome. And by the time a beginner wants to play what they play, notice that what you're playing doesn't just sound like what you are hearing. The reason why is because of some applications, some musical application, like circle of fourths, the circle of fifths. The circle of fourths is the clockwise movement, actually going like this, clockwise, while circle of fifth, okay, circle of fifth is the anti-clockwise movement, like this. So clockwise is C, F, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, and so on and so forth. While the anti-clockwise movement is your circle of fifth, which is C, G, D, A, E, F, B. Now, I know most of you might be, for now, you might not really get it if we are using this note C, D. What you will understand is when we are using tonic surfers. You understand? So now we're going to be using, I'm going to really going to break it down to the concept of tonic surfer, but that's when most people will understand it. Unless you're into classicals or you are deep into music theory before you understand the use of notes that way. All right, let's proceed. Okay, now going into straight into the going straight to the point regarding using circle of four to play the major scale, we have some movement to talk about. But note, as regards to tonic surfers, we have your do is our 1, your re is 2, mi is 3, so is fa, so is F rather, and T is 7. All right. Now from my do to my fa, which is from my 1 to my 4, is a circle of fourths. From my re to my so, which is from my 2 to my 5, the dominant is a circle of 4. The same way from mi to la is a circle of fourths. From so to do is a circle of 4. T to mi is a circle of fourths. Okay. All right. Now let's go to the let's go to, I'm trying to hurry enough so that we can go to the application. Is the application you understand it better. Now let me go to my keyboard again. Now look at the keyboard screen. Look at the keyboard on my screen. We said For example, from my 1, which is my do, to my 4 is a circle of fourths. All right. From my 7 to my 3 is a circle of fourths. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. That's a mode I just played there. Now from my 2 to my 5 is a circle of fourths. All right. From my 3 to my 6 is another circle of fourths. All right. Which one again? So now usually, let me explain what it means. Now listen carefully. What it means is this: if they say from my 1 to my 4, and now this is the explanation I want to give now. So people already, I'm going to be playing on the key of C. All right, because it's a general key, and although it's good you know how to play all keys, very important. I had to learn it many years ago by the grace of God, and I used to all keys. All right. Now you should know how to play on all keys, but I'm going to do it on C. I think C is more easier and general for everyone to understand. All right. Now usually, let's say I'm going to be holding very basic chords. All right. Now let's say this is our C major. All right. This is C major. This is F, Fa, and this is my 5, my Sol, and this is my 6. All right. Now let's say I want to go from my 1 to my 4. All right. Now I like using, excuse me, I like using the second inverse of my 1. I like using this one. I'm still in basic anyway, to go to my 4. All right. Now that's 1 4 1 4. Now I'll now show you a little glimpse of a little bit of intermediate to maybe advanced things we do. Sometimes when we want to go from this 4, we can do something like this. That's T1 to my 4. That's still my back to my 1. All right, that's my 1 to my 4. There are many types of ones. Oh, that one is changing my 1 to my 3 on my left hand. That's on that 1 to 4. So that's 1 to 4. So there are more advanced ways, but for now we'll stick to the basics. So we have 1 to 4. Another way people do it is. So these are the things we want to talk about. If you want to go to your each chord progression, this circle of what talks about helps you to give you more advanced ways of going to chord progressions. For example, like look another example is my 2 to my 5. My 2 to my 5 is my Re to Sol, my Re to Sol. All right. Now from my 2 to my dominant 5 to my dominant. Now my dominant rather. Now let's look at it. It goes from my Re to my Sol. All right. Usually most people will play it like, you see, there are different ways to my 1. So these are the things we'll be talking about. So let's go back to the diagrams. If you understand what I'm saying, you can. If you don't understand, rather, you can rewind. Circle of fourth. The practical part we're dealing with here is simply telling you how to go from progression to progression. Now let's talk about 514. The second one here. Let's talk about 514. I think that's the most important circle of fourth. Now 514 talks about when you want to go to your 1, use your do. It's usually used at the end of most songs. All right. Now, when you want to go from your 5, 1, sorry, is it 514 I mentioned? It'll be 215. Let's go to 215. This last one here. Let's do 215. Sorry, let's do 215. Now 215 goes from Re as your 2, 5 as your 1, and Do. 5 as your Sol rather, and Do as your 1. I repeat, your Re as your 2. 5 as your Sol, and Do as your one. Now I'm not going to sing do re mi. I'm going to just sing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. But now you should know that your 1 is your do, your 2 is your re, your 3 is your mi, your F5 is your 4, your so is your 5, your la is your 6, your T is your 7, and your last do is your octave. All right. So I'm going to that's the number system I'm going to be using. I'm not used to saying do re mi and other stuff. I'm more used to using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So let's go for my re now. This is our re major. I mean, not re major, D major rather. Our D major is actually the re. I mean, D minor rather. D minor is your re on the key of C. All right. Your D minor is your re on the key of C. All right, because this is actually D major. But F sharp is not a note on the major scale of C, so we do it as D minor. That will be my 2. To go to my 5. Now this is my G major. I'm back to my 1, second inverse of my do. All right. Let me now use a Christian song. Maybe not everybody might be Christian, but let me just okay. Let me say Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Let me use a normal contemporary children's song. Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Forget about this chorus I'm playing now. I wonder what you are. Up above the sun. I you see, I wonder 251. All right, so data 251 is used to end songs. For example, let me say normal Christian song. You are the mighty God, the great I am. That's 4. Ali, that's my 5. Hallelujah. 254 now be ref, so do. Hallelujah. That's 2. My left hand is re on re. My right hand, I'm playing far over re actually. Far over re. Or let me just play basically. So my left hand is re, my right hand is re chord 2. And so again, you are the mighty God, the great, that's 4 I am. Hallelujah. Then re, hallelujah. All right. Now the next concept we'll talk about is I'll just give you like a little bit of intermediate way of playing this 251. Now to make your 251 sound neat is this. One of the tricks is this: you don't play the same thing you play on your left or what you play on your right. We understand that 251 basically is re, so, do, 251. Now my 2 is my re, my D minor, my 5 is my G major, and my do is my C major, correct? Now one of the things I usually like to do is to play the harmonic minor, or is it some people call it relative minor, of my D, and that will be F. I like you play it over your 2. This chord will serve as your re. All right. I won't say there's a music theory behind it, but it's usually just beautiful and it sounds far better. Actually, for me personally, I like to use my F major 7th, which is this: F, A, C, D. All right. My thumb is playing my F. My pointing finger is playing my A, and my C is being played by my middle finger, and my ring finger is playing my E. So this one I don't use, but for now we'll stick with just F major. All right. And to go to my 5, the 5 I'm going to show you is actually my F diminished, but half diminished, which is this. All right. So here, look at it. Remember, we went from F half diminished. Now here I'm simply playing F. Then I'm playing A flat, and I'm playing D. What my left hand play? My left hand, I love playing it as my left hand playing G and D, but you can still just play D, G. All right. So remember, we went from this. My left hand is playing D and A. My right hand is playing F, A, and C. So, and then now in this one, my left hand is playing G and D. My right hand is playing F, flat 6, and G sharp and D. All right. Then my one now, I'm going to show you. Normally, my one, you can play your one as major or second inverse, first inverse. But for me, I like playing my 3 over 1. My 3 over 1 is my mi over my do. So this is my first inverse of mi. Alright, my first inverse is so, ti, mi. While my left hand will play do, so, do. Or you can play that do, so, ti, which is my C. But I don't like using it because it makes it clustered on the left hand, alright? So I prefer to use do, so, re. This is what I like using. Then my right hand will be this. So together, normally it sounds this way. My 2, my 5. I just did a slot there. Just alright. So let me don't do it. So we have my 2, we have my 5, and we have my 3 over my 1, which is serve as my do. You see it? Normally your 2 5 1 should sound this basic. Re, so, do. But when you touch it up just a little bit to give you. Now there are many 2 5 1. The other one I love playing is this one. This is another 2 5 1. So there are many you can apply, but I'll stop in this one. All right. So let me use a normal Christian song we know to play it, and let's say, what shall I say unto? That's my 1. What shall I say? To my 4. Unto the Lord. Now I'm going to play 2 5 1 because I'm going to my 1. All I have to say, 2 5 1 is thank you, Lord. So now I'm going to apply what we just did now. All right, let's go. What shall I say unto the Lord? All I have to say here now is thank you, Lord. There are many ways to play it though. All I say until all I say is. So that's 2 5 1. Any other question? If you want more advanced, you can, after the video, you watch the video, you can let me know. Now let's go to 736. This one, the second to the last one here. 736. 736 is simply your 7, your T, mi to La. Alright, let me quickly do something. Alright, let's talk about 736. 736 is simply your T, mi, La, T, La. Alright, now in this one I'm going to involve maybe some minor chords. Alright. Alright, so let's 360s. Let's say a song that goes to La. Let me see your 6. So you are playing a song. So now something basically normally your T is usually played as 5 over 5 over 7. So you have this as your T normally, then your 3, then your La. Normally in music we don't play T as this. So you understand? The reason why, because this 7 is a diminished chord. You understand? It's used as a passing chord. Alright, it's used as a passing chord. So let me give you an application of 736. Now the 7 I'm going to be using is a popular one, which is a gospel popular workup. So you have something like this. Something? Yeah, something better. All right, this is a popular circle of what? I'm looking for. I'm trying to remember. All right. All right. So let's go. 7. Let me give you the one I use. Don't hide it. So we have. This is 7 I normally use. I'll give you 2. So this is my 1. My 1. My 7 now is my C and more. All right. And then my right hand is now my La, Re, and So. All right. So we have. That's my 7. Again, my 7. My left hand is T and more. My right hand is La, Re, So. So. So that's my 7. Then my 3, very popular 3. 3. Now my 3, my left hand is Mi and Re. Mi and Re. But my right hand is Z, Do, Re, So. So we have it together. Alright, then my 6, I like using my 6. Let me see. Yeah, now what's my 6? My left hand is simply my La, Mi. My right hand is I'm playing my C, C major 7, but I'm playing. I would say I'm playing this the 5th inverse now, the 4th inverse. So I don't know what inverse. I forgot. This is an inversion of your what they call it now. This is first inverse. Second, this second inverse of your C C major 7th. All right, over my La. You can play a La over La if you like, 6/6, but I prefer playing changing my right hand. That's the way I do it. You can still play La over La. So 7/3/6. So there's a song, Awesome God by Sinach. People usually play 7/3/6 over it. So something like, Awesome God, I'll wait a while. So some people play that way, alright? Some people play that way. So I don't really play that way. But let's try and apply it and see. Watch my hand closely. Awesome God, my 7, I'll wait a while. You see it again. Awesome God, my 7, 3, then my 6. You understand? So that's my 7/3. There are many other. Other one we normally use is this one. This one is on your left hand. Your 7 will now be T and Fi. My right hand is Re. I mean La, Re, Fa. That's another 7/3/6. So not for us to get lost, look at it this way. My left hand will be T and Fi. My right hand is La, Re, Fa. Then my normal 3, I showed you before. Then my 6. Now this is what I'm playing is my left hand is simply playing La, Mi, La. My right hand is playing Do. So the left hand can still play. You see it La, Mi, Si. Anyhow you want to do it. Okay. Yeah, all those beautiful movements. See? Alright. That's for 7/3/6. So you can go and apply the modus move. Let's go to 3/6/2. That's the first one here. That's a popular one. 3/6/2 is simply your 3/2 3/6 your Mi, La, Re, Mi, La, Re. It's a popular movement used in gospel music. All right. Now, how do we do 3/6/2? Now this is where I play my three. I don't play my three as me on my right hand and me on my left hand. That is me. That is E minor over E. What I normally play is as G. I play it rather as G over G major over E. That's saw over me. Alright, I won't go into the explanation of why, but I found that it sounds much better for gospel. Alright, there are many ways to play it. Is another way to play that E. I mean, my three. Alright, this is another way I love using. I like using. So there are many more complex. I think I'm going to stick. I'm going to stick with. I think I'm going to stick with the major. That one. So let's go to the basics. Basics is simply 362. 362. So my 3 is my G over my E. Okay. And then my what do you call it now? My 6 now is my this. But normally, how do I play my 6? I prefer to use a diminished chord to play my 6. I prefer to use a diminished chord to play my 6, and that diminished chord is simply my G diminished 7th chord. Alright, so over my A, my La, so that chord is this. You can extend it to this. Alright, so what's now my thumb plays my G, use the right hand, this, so this is it. My thumb plays this, my forefinger plays this, my middle finger plays this, and my ring finger plays this. Now my left hand, my pinky finger plays this, and my forefinger plays this. So that's my 6. So remember my 5 was this. I mean my 3 was this. 5 and 6. My 2. Of course, you know I love playing 2 as 4 over 2. So my left hand for my 2 is simply Re with Do. My right hand is Fa, La, Do. So we have it as so let me use that song, Awesome God, for example now. I think there's a 2 in that song. Awesome God. How great than you are, Lord. So that 2. You are Lord. Let me use that as 2, not 4. So let's go. Awesome God. The 7, 3, 6. How great thou art. Now 3, 6, 2. You, Lord. You see 3, 6, 2. Remember my 2 can also be this F major 7th also. Alright. So 3. Now another approach to my 3, 6, 2 I love using is extending it. Sometimes I can play my 3 as this. Now what chord is this? My left hand is simply playing Mi, Ti, Fi. My right hand is playing So, Ti, Re, Fi, La. Alright. Then for my 6, this advanced shao. Then now what am I playing here? My pinky finger plays this, then my forefinger and my thumb just goes round. You see? My pinky finger stays on that La. Then my right hand plays this chord. Alright. This just like F sus 2 with my flat 6. F sus 2 flat 6. F sus 2. Then with my flat 6. Alright. Then with my 2. Alright. So that's just an advanced way. Awesome God. Then that move now. You will love. So that's just it. It's 362. You can do your more research on it. Then 514. I don't know if I talk about 514. 514 is your 514. That's your so do fa. Alright, so now I love this one because there are many ways we can play it. Alright. 514 is simply normally this is supposed to be 5 1 4. Personally I don't do this movement. Alright, I prefer to play it as 7 1 4. But let's play 514 now. 514 is, I will show you the one the most popular one gospel people use. Now in my left hand I'll play so and fa. On my right hand I'll play do re fa la. That's my 5. This will be my 5. Alright. My 1. My 1 on my left hand is simply do, so mi. My right hand, I simply dropped. It's the same thing I played over my 5, but I simply dropped my 4 to my 3. You see it? So you have it as and my 4. Now this 4 is simply on my left hand fa, do, so. On my right hand it is la, re, mi, la. You might ask, what is this called? I think this called, they call it sus2. Something like that. sus2. It's gotten from here. Alright? It's gotten from your D major. But when you double flat it, it becomes this. Alright? So we have it. For example, you have it as this. Let's put it in a Christian song. You are the mighty God, the great. It goes to 4. You get it? So let's go. You are the. Let's apply it now. You are the mighty God, the great. All right. Again, you are the mighty God, the great. You see it again. Sorry. Again. So that's 514. Very easy. Any other question you can DM me. I'll answer you. Then 625. 625, 625, 625. I won't touch on that one much, but it's just simply. Is a passing. Is 625 is a way of going to your 514. You understand? 625 is just 625, 625, 1, 4. So my 625 is simply this. Your C major 7th over your 6, and then your 2. These 2, you just simply play. There are many ways to people. Let's also go to the basic. 6, 2. Your 2 now, my right hand is. That's your 2. Then my left hand is playing re. Then 5. This one I've shown you before. So let's look at a song where we can apply it. It's just basic. You are the mighty, you are the great I am, hallelujah, hallelujah. I don't know, go. I don't know. I've forgotten a song I can use and apply, but it uses a lot. I think there's a Sinach song, yeah. There's a Sinach song. Because Sinach the gospel artist in Nigeria, alright? Now, to do something, I will always. There's this song. No matter what I say, I will always win. This song, yeah, 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 yeah. I will always win. So there's a part where they did, oh matter come my way, I will always win. Matter come my way, I will always win. So that's how to apply 6 to 5. All right, I think that's all for today. Any question, of course, I'm sure they will. You can ask me on my DM. All right, love you all. Take care.